Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool place value chart, working with place value relationships with a problem related to TEKS 4.2b, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have expanded notation, and we need to translate that into word form. So let's draw a place value chart to kind of make sense of what we're dealing with here. And it looks like our number has the decimal, right? So I'm going to make this our decimal right here. What I want to do is I want to put two spots to the right of it, and I'm going to put the values of each spot rather than letters like ones, tens, hundreds, because these values are going to be very easy for me to use when I am looking at the expanded notation. So it goes down to the hundredths place, and it looks like my largest is going to be the 10,000s. Right, so I'm going to need my ones, tens, hundreds. I need my thousands, and then my 10,000s. All right, so what I could do now is I can build this number in my place value chart. So I've got a 3 in the 10,000s place. I've got a 6 in the thousands place. 5 in the tens place. 2 in the ones. Got my decimal. Another decimal right there. And then a 4 in the tenths, 7 in the hundredths. Now you notice we have a missing value. There's nothing in the hundreds place. And so we're not going to write, 0 times 100. We're not going to add that in there like right here. That wouldn't make any sense. So we just leave it blank. But we do need to make sure we put a 0 in the hundreds place just to make sure that we have all of our spaces accounted for. Okay, so we've got this number here. Now we need to write it in word form. Okay, so when we are looking at place value, one thing we need to keep in mind is that you got sets of three when we're dealing with whole numbers. They're called periods. Okay, so this is the ones period, and this right here is the thousands period. There's one more place that we didn't necessarily need. That would be the hundred thousands place. And so the rule is when you are writing your numbers, what you do is you read the number, whether it's 2 digit or 3 digit or even just 1 digit, then you say the period's name. So right now, I'm just going to look at this 3 and the 6. So this would be 36. Then you say the period name, 1,000. So that's how you would start the number from left to right, 36,000. So I've got 36,000, 36,000. I have 3,600, so this is a no. All right, and then I've got 36,000. So I eliminated one answer choice. You put a comma in word form. Then you say the next period. You'd say 052 is just 52, and you don't say ones. So the ones period is the only period in which you don't say the period's name. So you would say 36,000 and then 52. All right. So 502, that's not going to work. So this is a no. I've got 52. I've got 52. All right, so I'm down to B and D. The decimal, you don't say decimal, you don't say point, you use the word and that signifies that we have a decimal coming. Then what you do is you kind of group everything in together. So you're only going to go up to the thousandths place up in fifth grade, but if you had more, you would just say as many digits as you can, read it as a number, and then you say the final place value as kind of the period name, so to speak. But it's not in groups of three, it's groups of whatever. So I've got 47. So and 47. And then what is this final place value name? Hundredths. So we would say the answer is 36,052 and 47 hundredths. And you say I've got 47 tenths right here. So I need 47 hundredths, and my answer is D.